that fun? Oh my gosh, so many fun things you can do with Freeform Crochet. It's time to roll the color die again. There it goes. Oh my gosh, how is this possible? Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying out a brand new type of crochet that I've been wanting to try for, I'm not kidding, since I learned how to crochet, and that is freeform crochet. I've seen a lot of videos pop up lately about people trying freeform crochet, but maybe that's just my YouTube algorithm reading my mind, which maybe that's a little bit concerning, but whatever, it knows exactly what I want to see, so I thought I would give that to you guys as well. I've really been inspired by these pictures that I'll put up here. I really want to make something that I can like either hang on my wall, or maybe if I'm crazy I can like use it as a rug in like my future craft room or something. I don't know, something that will bring me tons of joy. And I thought, what better way to do this than with a challenge video, but also I wanted to add an extra layer to it because I don't know if I've said this at all on my YouTube channel, but I love D&D and I have like my own dice and everything, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some spontaneity to it, and we're gonna roll for all of the colors that I use and maybe even all the stitches. So stay tuned. Alright, so I wrote down all of the colors of yarn that I have, which just so happen to be 20, so that's really sick. And I'm gonna roll my D20 for all of the colors that I'm gonna be using. Look at how pretty this dice is. It's a tiger eye dice. I love it so much. And then I'm gonna roll a D6 for the different stitches that I'm going to be doing. So like chain, single crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet, and bobble, because I think adding a little bit of like texture and depth would be really interesting for that, for what I'm doing. And then I have a D4 for the direction that I'm going to crochet in. So I'm going to start off with a magic ring, and then after that I'm just going to be going in a circle type of thing, but I want to be able to like go left and go right as I go and change directions. So this will help me decide that. I thought about doing a dice for the amount of stitches that I wanted to do, but I thought that that would be like too much. It'd be too much. And I think being able to decide for myself adds a little bit more of that freeform vibe instead of me literally leaving it all up to chance. So that will be decided by me, and yeah, everything else all up to the dice. So I'm really excited to get started on this. I have no idea how big it's going to be. I'm probably only going to be working on this for like today and tomorrow because I have another video I want to do after this. So yeah, I'm really excited, and let's see what color we start with. All right, we got our handy dandy die. Let's roll the dice. That is a 2. Good thing this isn't real D&D because that would be bad. But we're starting with black. So we also have to roll what stitch I'm going to be putting into the magic ring. So let's do that. 3. So that means that I am doing single crochets. So we're going to start off with single crochets in our magic ring. I'm going to go ahead and connect it and start another round with black because, I mean, that is nothing. So let's roll again. Since I'm going to do black for the second round, I'm only going to roll my stitch dice, and we got a 2, so that's slip stitching. Great. So we're doing some slip stitching. And I guess it really doesn't matter where the start of the round is because rounds don't matter in freeform crochet. That's kind of freeing actually. So I did a couple of slip stitches and I think I'm ready to change the yarn. So I'm going to cut the yarn here. So yeah, this is what we've got so far. Time to roll the color die again. There it goes. Oh my gosh, how is this possible? How is this possible? That's crazy. I'm gonna roll again because I already cut my yarn. I guess I should wait until I roll, but... And a 1. Wow, I'm really trying not to feel superstitious about this, but the color I'm going to be using next is Cherry, which is this red yarn that I already have out conveniently, because I was working on a cardigan earlier. So yeah, we're going to start with the Cherry yarn next. Man, not 1 and 2 twos in a row. This is just great. Finally, we don't have slip stitching. This is going to be a half double crochet. And let's see which direction we're going to go in. We got a 3, so that means we're going to the right. So we have to change directions this round, so let's do it. I've decided that I'm going to be weaving in my ends as I go, and when it comes to this type of crocheting, that's very easy just by like stitching over the tails. But I totally forgot to do that for the middle part of the magic ring, so I'll have to go in and weave that in. But yeah, and I've also realized that to make this lay flat like a rug, I'm gonna have to pay attention to making increases like consistent. So that's gonna be fun to try and figure out with different stitches and different yarns. Yeah, you can tell that I kind of was just like, this is an idea I really want to do, and I didn't really put much thought into it. I just sat down and said I'm gonna do this, which for most things with art and crochet, that's how you should be. Like, don't just plan it forever, go ahead and do what you were dreaming of. But for this, it's like there's a little bit more science involved, okay? And it's a little confusing, but yeah, this is what it's looking like so far. So I'm probably like, I don't want this entire video to just be like me going back and forth between rolling dice and crocheting and talking. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just gonna do a little montage, I guess, of me crocheting the different rows, and we'll check back in once we have, I don't know, let's say like 6 or 7 more colors. Like, I want it to be pretty good size before I check back in with you guys. But yeah, I don't know, what do you guys think? Half? I think half's good. Half's good. Let's keep going. So we've done a few rows, and oh my gosh, this is so much fun. This is so much fun. If you've been crocheting for a while and like you've kind of lost that feeling of discovery when it comes to crochet because you know all of the stitches already, this brings it back. I like, even though I'm still doing all the stitches that I already know and I'm not like doing a new technique or anything like that, just doing this makes me feel like I'm doing a completely new craft that I've never done before. Like, this kind of looks like a really cool eye, like with the pupil in the middle. This like looks so cool, and like just so happened to like roll chains in like the right places to make it look like an eye. I don't know. I'm very excited about this. I think it looks really cool so far, and I'm excited to do more of this in the future. Like, if I'm trying to make like a wall hanging or something like that, to use specific colors but still make it random. And like, I've seen people make actual like drawings of people with freeform crochet, and that sounds like so much fun. Like, I kind of want to try that, but I don't know if I'm that artistic. But yeah, this is so much fun, and I cannot wait to keep going on it. I've only done a few like rolls and stuff. I mean, how many colors you see is how many rolls I've done, but it's already turning out to be really cool, and I just like can imagine it like being this big and me like. And I'm also thinking about how maybe on like the edges I'll leave like little like things hanging off, because I think that would look really cool too. Who knows? I also forgot to say, anytime I roll a chain, I also roll another stitch dice roll to determine how, like, what stitch goes down the chain, because when I make a chain I want to keep the same color going down the chain. Hence why obviously this isn't just a chain, it's half double crochets as well. So that's how I do my chain rolls, if you wanted to try doing something similar. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I also love the bobble stitches. I can't wait to add more to this. I think it's in like the perfect spot. So yeah, I'm really excited. I love this. This is so much fun. Hey guys, so I just started my next row and I got slip stitches, and I love how it's giving like a surface crochet vibe, because the previous rows are still sticking out. And I think what I'm going to do is, when I do have slip stitch rows, I'm going to treat it like it's a surface crochet, and still on the next row go back into the previous instead of the slip stitch. But I'm loving how it looks. It looks so cool. Guys, sorry if my excitement is too much. It's fun. So I've been working on this for a little over an hour probably. I didn't really time myself. And I looked through all the colors, and there's only one color left that I haven't done before. And so I'm kind of thinking, I've been looking here. So this is what it looks like so far. Not much has changed. But this area that I'm looking at, I think that it would look so cool if I did like a lace thing, which that's not a part of my dice, but when you do freeform crochet, there's like a lot of things that like pop out at you and you're like, oh my gosh, it'd be so cool if it looked like this. So I think I'm just gonna do that with the last color and just have this be a little, I don't know, art piece, I guess, because man, oh man, am I tired. I feel like this type of crochet takes the wind out of your sails a little bit, not in like a, oh my gosh, it's exhausting way, but in a, I'm using my brain so much that I'm tired way. So I think that after this, I'm probably gonna be done for this project for today, and I feel like it's looking so freaking pretty. I'm obsessed, actually. And as I'm working, I'm like looking at all of these different things that I'm doing, and I'm like, you can literally make anything with this. Like, I could turn this into a top. I could turn this into a hat. The possibilities are endless when it comes to freeform crochet. And I really, really like that. As someone who sells their crochet, it often do you get stuck in a little rut of like, oh, I've made the same thing a million times. But I feel like if you incorporate freeform crochet, it won't feel like that. But maybe I'm crazy. Let me cut off this cream color. And I also did something really cool with this cream color. I really like it. So I rolled a double crochet for this one, but I didn't like how these two things were like sticking out the same amount of space, I guess. So what I did was I did double crochets all the way up to that, and then I slip stitched to like where the double crochet met the top of the or the side of this chain thing. And then I just did single crochets around it and then went back to double crochet. So it kind of like shrunk the, I don't know, chain offshoot thing. And then this one I did normally, and I really like these colors together. But yeah, and then I ended it the same way I did the beginning part of this. So yeah, this is what it looks like right now. I think it's so cool. Like, this is the coolest thing I've ever made. So yeah, this is my last color that I'm going to be working with, and I think I'm just going to make a bunch of chains and then weave it into the thing. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, so many fun things you can do with freeform crochet. Yeah. Most of the videos that I put out where I'm crocheting, it's like a week long of crochet, and so I get like a ton done and there's a ton of footage, but I have a sneaking suspicion this is gonna be a shorter video of mine because I'm just trying out one thing. I'm only giving myself a few hours to do it, so it's quite fun, and I totally recommend you try Freeform Crochet, even if you've never thought about doing it, or if you haven't even heard about it before. Like, all you need is yarn and a hook. You don't need any extra special supplies. So yeah, I am gonna work on this and then finish this up for today. My dog wants to say hi. He wants me to play with him, so that means I actually am done for today. But this is the coolest thing ever. I love Freeform Crochet. Like, there's no rules. You can literally do whatever you want. This little tie thing that I put right here is like so fun. And like when this is like flat on a wall, it'll look even better. You can kind of see it like that. But yeah, I love it so much. It's stimulating to my brain to be able to just like do whatever and not have to follow a pattern, not have to follow any rules. I just like went for it, and I think this would even like, even though I had a lot of fun doing it with the dice, I think that it could be even more like creative. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my dog wants to be a part of this video really bad. I think that this would be even more like creative if you didn't follow something like that and instead you just, oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 He's gonna be right here, I guess. So, yeah, I think you should try it. Anyway, please don't jump up here again. Please, he wants to. He's fiending. Anyway, you guys should try this out. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here because my dog is distracted. He's crazy. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I'm not gonna do this a second day because I have so much to do for my upcoming market. But yeah, this was so much fun, and I hope this like short little fun video was entertaining to you and maybe inspired you to do something new and try out something, even if you're a seasoned crocheter. Just do something new with a craft that you love, because I just feel so invigorated in my love of crochet from doing this, and I only spent like an hour on it. So imagine what you could do if you spent some time and made as many things as you could, like tapestries or rugs or tops or hats or anything. You can literally do anything with this. Might be my new mug rug because it's so cool. And I'm gonna go give my dog some attention, so I will see you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video, or give this video some comments and some love. I really appreciate it. Reading every single one of your comments is one of my favorite things to do, and I will see you next time. Bye!